Hey guys, I'm Mezzy and welcome to this quick start guide for Mythic Mists of Tirna Scithe. Mists is one of the old expansion dungeons, part of the War Within Season 1 dungeon pool. The first boss is Ingra Maloch and is a 2-phase encounter. In phase 1, DPS Drome in the Owl Tree while you keep Maloch's spirit bolts interrupted. Ingra will not take much damage in this phase. While you can cleave at the start of phase 1, you really should get Drome down to 20% as quickly as possible to push into phase 2. Move away from the direction the bewildering pollen cone is cast so you don't take damage. When Tears of the Forest is cast, move out of the swirls and don't stand in the puddles. Lastly, in phase 1, if Drome doesn't reach 20% health fast enough, Maloch will fear the entire group for 3 seconds, so try to avoid that happening. On top of that, he will then embrace darkness, reducing his damage taken by 80% and pulsing AoE damage every second. If you reach this point, stop cleaving and focus the Owl Tree completely. At 20% health, Drome is temporarily freed from mind control and will stun Ingra, increasing Ingra's damage taken by 200%. This phase 2 will only last 15 seconds, so pop your DPS cooldowns and get Ingra as low as you can. After this, Drome is healed, he'll be mind controlled again, and you go back to phase 1. Rinse and repeat. The second boss is Mistcaller. Move away from the direction of the arrows to dodge Dodgeball. Tanks interrupt Patty Cake. Crowd control and run away from the ad that spawns from Freeze Tag, don't let it touch anyone. And when the guessing game is cast, kill the ad whose icon has an element that's different than the other 3. This is the same minigame as the one that you had to play to get through the maze to get to this second boss. There's 3 different dimensions to these icons. An icon will have either a leaf or a flower, an icon will either be filled in with color or not be filled in with color, and the icon will either have a circle or not have a circle. Let's look at some examples. Here you see 2 flowers and 2 leaves. You'll also notice that 2 icons are filled in and 2 are not. However, there's only 1 icon with a circle, which makes this ad different from all the other 3, so kill this ad. Here's another example. 2 circles, 2 filled in, but only 1 leaf. And here's a couple more examples from the guessing game in the maze. During the guessing game, the boss takes no damage, the ad spills increasing AoE damage, and if you kill the wrong ad, the entire group takes a large hit of AoE damage. So take a couple seconds to find the correct target and then be fast in killing it. The last boss is Tred'ova and has received an update for the War Within. To start with, move out of the green swirls from acid expulsion and the puddles they leave behind. Be warned that later in the fight more swirls will spawn and they're gonna move, making it harder to dodge them. When you get targeted by the ads from accelerated incubation, run to the tank, kill the ads, and don't stand in the puddles that spawn when they die. Next, when you get mind linked with other players, run away from them to break the link. As long as it's up, you'll take damage, and all damage you take is also dealt to the one you're linked with. Coalescing Poison is a brand new mechanic. Move away from the boss as he tries to pull you in and don't stand in the big green circle. And lastly, when Consumption is cast, move out of the swirls, heal through the pulsing AoE damage, DPS down the shield on the boss, and then interrupt the boss once the shield is destroyed. And that's all you need to know for the Mists of Tirna Scithe bosses. If you liked this video, please like, subscribe, and share it with others. I would very much appreciate it as it helps with the YouTube algorithm. You can also follow me over on Twitter and Twitch at twitter.com/bbmezzy and twitch.tv/bbmezzy. For now, I'm Mezzy, and I'll see you again next time.